Family members of the victim of February 2024 ritual killing involving a 44-year-old woman, Mayowa Ajiboye, who was murdered, raped, and her corpse burnt, then thrown into a river by one suspected ritualist in Irepodo local government area of Kwara State, have called on the Minister for Women Affairs, Uju Kennedy Ohane, and relevant authorities to intervene in the matter with a view to securing justice. The family members who are still mourning their loved one made the appeal during a visit to the Aran-Orin community when our crew visited to unravel the mystery behind the crime and the developments so far, leading to what the family members tagged delayed justice. After about 3 hours drive from Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, we arrived at the family compound of the Ajiboyes in Aran-Orin community, where members of the family are still mourning the death of their loved one, Mayowa Ajiboye, who was a mother of 4 but was murdered by a suspected ritualist, Yemi Atolagbe, in February 2024. Earlier in the year, the Kwara State Commissioner of Police, CP Victor Olaiya, had paraded the suspect while investigation on the matter was ongoing.
It's also very significant. It borders on culpable homicide and ritual murder. It's a case of rape and culpable homicide. The deceased is one Mayowa Ajiboye, female. Suspect is one Atolagbe Yemi, male. An exhibit recovered in this case: 1 cutlass, 1 itel phone without SIM and battery, and 1 big stick. And the facts of the case as follows. Sometime in the month of November 2023, one Mayowa Ajiboye, female of Iliaro, Olola, Aran-Orin via Omaran, contracted and gave the sum of 1,600 naira to one Atolagbe Yemi Oje, male of Iloko compound, Aran-Orin via Omaran, Kwara State, to procure firewood for her. But since then, Atolagbe Yemi Oje did not supply the requested firewood. Then, on 22nd of February 2024, Mayowa Ajiboye and her young daughter, named Okpe, went to gather firewood in the bush. And there, in the bush, she met Atolagbe Yemi Oje, who had earlier promised to gather firewood for her since year 2023. Immediately, Atolagbe sighted Mayowa and her daughter. He joined them in gathering some firewood, and he requested Mayowa's daughter, one Okpe female, to carry some of the firewood to where the firewood would be used to cook palm fruit. Unknown to Mayowa Ajiboye that the suspect had a sinister motive.
Also recently, in another interview with the police public relations officer, Kwara State Command, DSP Ejire Adeyemi Adetun, who describes the suspect as a monster amongst human beings, said police investigation revealed that the suspect, Yemi Atolagbe, used a stick to hit the victim on the head, killed and raped her, then scraped some of her pubic hairs before burning the corpse for ritual.
Okay, this is a case of rape and culpable homicide. And it's a gruesome one. In fact, I would refer to the suspect here as a monster because sometimes in November of 2023, one Mrs. Mayowa Ajiboye, who is late now, contracted the suspect in person of Atolagbe Yemi to help her. She paid the sum of 1,600 to him to help her get firewood to cook and then probably for personal use. And she didn't get the firewood, she didn't see him, no feedback from him. And then one day she herself, that is the deceased person, the woman, victim, was alongside with one of our children. They went to the farm, just to gather some pieces of wood for themselves. And the man came there, he joined them. So, she asked that, since all this while I gave you money to get me firewood, you didn't, so what happened? And then probably he didn't even have any reasonable excuse to give to her, and he just said, okay, since I'm here, let me help you to just fetch some firewood. And he did that. They got some. He gave it to the girl, being that he had an ulterior motive, so he discharged the girl, remaining himself and the woman in the bush. He picked up a stick to hit her. The woman, according to his narration, they wrestled but was able to overpower her. He first of all hit the woman on her head with a stick. She fell unconscious. He raped her and scraped some part of her pubic hair, used it to clean his semen and then put it in a bottle. He didn't stop at that. He further went to slit her in the throat, and then I don't know where he got fuel or kerosene from. He poured on her and then set the corpse ablaze in a bid to cover his crime. And but luck ran out on him. They discovered the body, and because he has forgotten the daughter had seen him. So it was the daughter who gave the information that I left my mother with so person in the,
She also maintained that quick intervention of the police saved the locals from resorting to jungle justice, noting that the suspect had since confessed to the crime and remanded in an undisclosed correctional facility in the state.
And that was how the community, they went after him, and thank God for the quick intervention of the police, because it would have become a case of jungle justice. But the head of the town, the Balogun of that community, was able to calm them, that pleaded with them that the law should take its course. They should allow the police to investigate, and that was how it was brought down to the State Criminal Investigation Department here in Ilorin. And the case, investigation, and at the end of investigation, he was charged to court, and he has since been remanded, because this incident happened on the 22nd of February 2024, and he has long been remanded in one of the correctional facilities here in Kwara State.
But contrary to the position of the police that justice had been served on the matter, some family members of the deceased who spoke to our correspondent in the community maintained that they are not satisfied with the suspect just being remanded in a correctional facility, as they want the Minister for Women Affairs and Social Development, Uju Kennedy Ohane, and other concerned Nigerian authorities to intervene for adequate justice to be delivered in accordance with the law of the land without further delay.
It is on the adjournment that we are in it now. So they have not done anything. It is true that the boy was, transferred to a correctional center in Ilorin. I wonder, the cloth on him is always new. So which means they are not doing anything. When some people are crying, this guy is there laughing. So if eventually the government change hand, don't you know that kind of boy can be released? Then he will not be boasting up and down.
Is the suspect an indigent of this community?
This is the house. This one, this dilapidated, that one, that's the house. That's his father's house. And the other house there, that's where the guy is living. So it's an indigent of this town. It's an indigent. So we want the right justice to be made as quick as possible. We want that particular guy, because the Bible told us that whosoever that killed by sword must die by sword. Let him be a scapegoat to other people in the community, even around this community.
Life has been very, very terrible and bad, because she has been everything ever since my father died in the year 2011. She has been father, she has been supportive, she has been everything. She's everything but we are. So life has not been very, very easy with her. Life has been very, very, very hard. Very, very hard. I know that I still want I want the right judgment to be done, not be postponing the judgment that come to court next month, come next over upper month. So I want the judgment to be done once and for all. They have not sentenced him, sir. The issue is still in court. He has not been sentenced yet. They are just postponing. They are postponing the judgment. Come today, come tomorrow. So he has not been sentenced yet, sir. I want the government to make sure that they see to the end of this case, because I don't want my mommy's death just being fair like that.
One of the 4 children of the deceased victim, who is 26 years old, and the eldest amongst them, Ayobami Oloyede, and the aged mother of the victim, Mary Ajiboye, said the education of the children of the deceased may suffer setback if not considered by the government and other well-meaning Nigerians.
Actually, I'm schooling. I'm done with my NC. She is planning that I will further my degree this year before the incident happened. So let me say I'm still schooling, and my younger ones are still in schools as well. We are 4 in number. I want them to assist us in our education. If they can secure job for me, it's also good as well with my NC certificate that I have. Or they shall help us in scholarship and everything that they can think they will help us with, that will make life easy for us to live.
If we can get the assistance from the government to help us raise these children, we will be very happy as a family. I'm only appealing to the citizens of Nigeria, the well-to-do, who can assist in one way or the other to make sure that the education of these children are not stopping. If we can get any assistance from them, we'll be very, very happy. And we are even looking towards what the government is going to do about this. They have no father. The only one who is taking care of them, that's the mother. And the mother is no more. What do you want us to do?
Fẹ́ràn lọ́wọ́ láti àdó àwọn ìjọba pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ olóògbé lọ́nà ìwé school tí wọ́n ń school ni wọ́n wà school ni wọ́n wà ṣẹ́ẹ̀kì kí lè ràn mí lọ́wọ́ nípa rẹ̀.
While the family members of the deceased are calling for justice, the educational journey of the children of the victim is already threatened, if not shouldered, by the government or good Samaritans in the country.